Welcome to another episode of SellingMoreHomesNetwork.com. I'm Jerry Rulo, and back again one more time is we have Ross Robbins from Shin Consulting out of Colorado. Welcome back.
Thanks, Jerry.
These little marketing minutes or several minutes that we've done have been great. I always get a lot out of it, and I thought we'd do a little session here because I've seen you on stage do this about the question selling and how we're really not... We're doing way too much talking.
Way too much.
So, just throw us some little tidbits, some little gems here.
Okay.
Good.
When we have somebody who's interested in one of our products, what we tend to do is begin our spiel. And I can tell you, I've been all over the country and visited sales centers all over the country, and I can tell you that almost without exception, I walk out of that sales center, I know much more about that salesperson than that salesperson knows about me.
Oh, yeah.
Almost without exception.
Yeah.
I also know way more about their reasons for selling me something than they know about my reasons for wanting to buy something.
I like that, yeah.
And that is absolutely backwards. It's just totally wrong. What we need to do is stop putting our needs in front of the people or putting our agenda out on the table and listen to their agenda. People will tell you why they want to buy if you will just shut up and listen.
Ask the right questions, too.
Well, the key is to start them talking and then just guide them. And I've got a process that I use, that I teach to do that, but the truth of the matter is it's so simple to just ask them open-ended questions about things that are of interest to them. You will learn so much about what their motivation is, and what we need to discover is two things. We need to know what their emotional reason for buying. What is the reason that they want to do something? And the way I talk about it is, what is their dream?
Okay.
And if you just visit long enough, you get a sense of what their dream is. And how can you say no to somebody who wants you to help you get your dream? But what we are so busy doing is talking about the value of our offering instead of listening to what their dream is.
Well, a lot of times the value of what we're telling doesn't mean anything to them. We're talking about a thing that we have value, but to them it doesn't. It's not important. So we need to find out what's the value items are key to them, and then show them what's available in that.
And it's a process of discovery, I call it. And when you've got a good discovery, then you can begin a presentation.
Yeah.
And as you present, you watch their body reaction, their feedback, and you see what issues that resonate with them. When you get a few wows, you know you're in a pretty good place on your presentation. And then as you work through it, you do more discovery. You see something that triggers, oh, now why is it why does that appeal to you so much? And then shut up and listen again. And we just need to ask more and more and more and more. What happens, what I found is, if you'll do that, is that closing becomes a non-issue.
Right. Yeah.
Because they're getting their dream. All you're doing is helping them get their dream.
I don't know if you remember when we did the program, I think it was in Minneapolis, and I forget because we do so many programs, who says what or who does what, but it could have been Bob Hafer when he talked about using the words, I'm interested or I'm curious. I'm curious. Geez, that's interesting. I'm curious. Tell me more about that.
My favorite 3 words, tell me about.
Tell me about, yeah. And it's all because all of a sudden the customer is important, not you.
Right. Yeah, I'm interested. And again, the most fascinating conversationalists I've ever met at cocktail parties are people who ask me about me and let me talk.
Yeah.
And I find that they're fascinating conversations.
Yeah, right, because they're asking about you.
Yeah.
Well, once again, thank you for being on our program. The SellingMoreHomesNetwork.com is produced to give you marketing tips, gems to enable you to go out and sell more homes. You want more information on some of the people like Ross that we interview on a weekly basis, 15 or 20-minute interviews. We have them all on the SellingMoreHomesNetwork.com. We also have a bunch of books and audio programs of which Ross has participated in. So again, thanks for listening to our program. I'm Jerry Rulo, and thanks again.
Bye, Jerry.